Hello my viewers, today I've come up with a different thing to show you, as I usually used to do on my channel. Today I've come to introduce to you a complete engine but in pieces, like as you see a video like this. This is what we call a complete engine but in pieces, as you see. Now this is our block, because if it's in pieces we keep on giving them names. Now this is the block. Those holes you see there, that's where the pistons sit. Those holes you see there in between, that's where the pistons sit. And this is our crankshaft. This one here, this huge metal you're seeing here, this is the crankshaft, and it's the one that sits here. This is where the crankshaft sits. And these are our pistons. These ones you're seeing here, these are our pistons. They are the ones that sit here, because they are four, meaning that this is it is a 4-cylinder, having 1, 2, 3, 4 pistons. Now this one you're seeing here, this is our sump. This one here, it's the one that sits here like this to cover. Okay? It's the one that sits here like this to cover, like this. It's the one that sits here like this to cover. And now this one, it's the top, like that, meaning that our sump has 2 layers. Let me bring it to you like this. This is our sump, that's the first layer, and this is the second layer of our sump. It also comes and sits like this. Now this is what we call a complete unit of a sump. It has this bigger layer and this shorter layer you see in here. So you can remove this and drain the oil. Now this one you see in here, this is what we call the engine face. This one here, it's the one that covers the timing marks. I think you can even see them from here. These are my timing marks. It is T8, 12 and 16. These are my timing marks on the face. When we come like this, this is my main pulley. This one here you see, it's the one that sits here like this. You see, this is my main pulley, the one that sits here on this face. When you come like this, this is what we call a rear seal. This is what we call a rear seal on an engine. This is the one that sits here on the crankshaft, but behind, it's the one that sits on this side of the crankshaft like this. like this to seal oil not to escape. This one here like this, it sits here like that. Now this one here is our water pump. This one here, this is what we call a water pump. Think you can see it rotating. This is where I fix my fan. This is where I fix the fan on the water pump. This one here. Now this is the pipe that takes in water to the pump. Now water comes out from here and enters into the engine from the pump. This one here is what we call our inlet manifold. The one for letting in air to enter into the what? The cylinder head. It's the one that sits here on the cylinder head like this. See? Now this is the side for letting in air to enter into the cylinder head. This one here. Inlet manifold. Now when we come here to another item, this is what we call the strainer. This one you're seeing here, it's the strainer. It's the one that sucks oil from this one here. It sits here like this. His work is to suck oil and takes up to the engine. This one you're seeing here. We call it the strainer, or you can call it the oil pump. It's the one that sucks oil. You see that filter there? It's the one for filtering, such that there is no any dirty material from oil that escapes and goes into the engine, because this one sits here. You see that hole there? That one there. It's where this one enters like this. You see? That is how it sits. Sucks oil, goes into the engine, lubricates like that. This is my strainer, and these are my pistons you're seeing here. I have piston number 1, 2, up to 4. Now this is my piston. You bring me other circle as you can see. This is my piston you're seeing here. It's the one that sits here like this. This is how the piston sits like. It sits like this, and this is the lower part that covers on the piston. Now it sits like this. Now this one you're seeing here, this is the injector nozzle. Its purpose is to inject in fuel. That's why we call it injector. It's like it sits like this on the cylinder head. Now this is the heat. This one brings in fuel. Now this one acts as the matchbox. This one pours in fuel. Now this is the heater. Heater is like as you see a matchbox. A matchbox is to light. This one like this. injects in fuel. Now this one lights it. Now this one you're seeing here, this is what we call the cylinder head. The one that sits on the other block you're seeing there, this is the cylinder head. Now when you come behind here, this is where combustion takes place. These are the valves that sits here, like this. They keep on doing like this, opening and closing, letting air out, air in, out and in. When they open, fuel enters, comes there on the piston for combustion, like this. This is what we call the cylinder head. It has holes, it has two sides of holes. One side is inlet, then the other side, this one here, it's what we call the exhaust side. This one you're seeing here, these are the exhaust side. This is what we call our cylinder head. Now these ones you're seeing here, these are the valves. These are the work for this one. They are to open, to let fuel enter and go and sit on the cylinder head. Now these ones, in case someone may say that my engine keeps on consuming oil, you may find that these ones don't close, whereby this seat you're seeing here, you may find that the seat has reduced, this one here. Such that, come and hold it. You may find that this seat here, you may find that this seat has reduced. You may find that when they come to close, they do like this. They don't close it fully. This gap they leave here, it leaves fuel to escape, and at times oil also can escape and enters here, such that the oil is burnt, leading the vehicle to be consuming oil. You may find that this is the reason why most of the vehicles consume oil. You find that these valves are worn out, then they can no longer do the work that is needed for these ones here. These are what we call the valves. They sit here. One is small and another one is big, meaning that one is inlet, one is exhaust. Now on our case here, this big one you're seeing here, the big one is the inlet, the small one is the exhaust. This one here, the big one is the inlet. Inlet here, I mean that this is where fuel passes from to come on the piston. Because it's like this, it opens and fuel comes here on the cylinder head here like this. This is our cylinder head. This is this is our piston. It comes and sits here from the block. Now fuel comes and sits here on top, waiting to be burnt for combustion. Now this one opens, fuel comes and enters here. Push the big one like that. It opens like that, then fuel enters, then it closes. Now the other one for exhaust, it opens after combustion, smoke goes out through this side, exhaust to the exhaust. That's how combustion takes place. It keeps on doing like that, opening the other one, opening this one like that, until like that, until you switch off the engine. Now this one you're seeing here, this is our gasket. The one that doesn't know what a gasket is, this one is the one that helps in separating metals to metal. Okay, it connects metal to metal, whereby it doesn't allow any leakage to occur. First lift it up, because this gasket you're seeing here, this one, it sits here on the cylinder head. It sits here on the cylinder head like this. This is how it sits on the cylinder head, like this. Here it does its work. Piston 1, 2, 3, 4. Water penetrates from here, it goes to the block, then back to the cylinder head like that. It keeps on going up, going down through these holes you're seeing here. Water and oil. Some holes are for water, other holes are for water.
For oil.
Some holes are for oil, then other holes. These vitules you're seeing here, some are for oil, some are for water on the cylinder head. So this one is a sensitive part in an engine. Once you put a gasket that is of a poor quality, the engine will overheat instantly. This one here, this gasket, it's so important in a vehicle, so it has to be a genuine gasket. This one here. Now you see now how an old gasket looks like, meaning that combustion was taking place here. You can see combustion effect, or you can say burning of fuel. These are our valves. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, meaning they sit here. Each piston has 2 valves. One is inlet, another one is exhaust, like that, 2, 2. This is a 4-cylinder. Now when to come to these ones, these are what we call the valve springs. These ones you're seeing here, they sit here like this. Those are our valve spring. Now these valves comes here like this. These ones here, they are also 8. Each piston, each cylinder head holds 2. These ones you're seeing here. These are our valve spring. These ones you're seeing here. Now this one you're seeing here, this is our oil filter. This one has 2 oil filters. As you see, one is big, another one is small, meaning that they work hand in hand in order to filter each and every dirt that comes from the other strainer that I showed you. Because any oil, this one sucks oil. This one here you're seeing here, it sucks oil. This one sucks oil to come up. Now
Like that.
Now for this oil to go up, it has to first penetrate through this. It has to penetrate through this. It has to penetrate through this. Then after this, then there it can go into the block. Oil, in order to go up, has to first penetrate through these oil filters. You can even see it's written here, oil filter. This one here. Now this one you're seeing here, this is our camshaft. I think you can even see here the gears. These are the timing gears, as you can see on the camshaft. This is how they mesh. They keep on moving like this when the engine is running. They keep on rotating, but this is how they mesh. You can even see they have marks. This one has A, B. This one has A, B, and C. This one here is what we call the camshaft. Now these are the latch adjusters you're seeing here. These are the one that sits on the cylinder head. Because this is a diesel vehicle, the cylinder head doesn't, the camshaft doesn't sit on top. This one, the camshaft sits in the middle of the block. Now we come to our final man here. This one you're seeing here. This is what we call the injector pump. This one here, I think you can even see. It also has 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one here. This one is our injector. It's the one responsible for sucking fuel from the tank. It comes here, enters from here, then it goes. It comes from here, you pump it. It also goes to the filter, and it enters from here into the injector. Now these are the nozzle tips on the injector. Their work is to bring fuel out. They bring fuel out going in each and every nozzle. Now this one you're seeing here, this gear sits here like this on the injector. I think you can see it here. It meshes like this on the injector. This is how it sits on the injector. Like this, because they keep on driving. Now this one for the camshaft, it also enters here like this. It also enters here like this, meaning that this one is the middle gear. Leave it there. Meaning that this is the middle gear that separates the injector and the camshaft. You can see it here. This is the middle gear. This one meshes here like this. It meshes here like this. And this one also meshes here like this. This is how it sits. This is how they sit. This one meshes here like this, and even this one meshes here like this. Now meaning that the camshaft and the middle gear plus the injector, they have the other marks that I showed you, A, B, C. Thanks for viewing my video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, such that your comment I may know your like where I have not. elaborated more. I give more highlights and updates. Thank you.